Hi, I'm Joe Spin, and welcome to the Joe Show, where truth is our mission, rarely our realm, said as we see it, and frankly, as well. The fundamental transformation of America. We heard that consistently during the Obama-Biden years, and that message is being said loud and clear now that Biden is back. It's almost as if we have a retake or a remake of the Obama-Biden years, but in reverse, Biden-Obama years, calling for the fundamental transformation of America. Now, if you take a peek at that, what does it really mean? I mean, that's what fundamental transformation of America presupposes that something's wrong with America. Why would you fundamentally want to transform it if, in fact, it was something that you liked, or that you admired, or that you respected? So somewhere along the line, that's got mixed into the equation that something is insidiously wrong with the fundamental foundations of the United States that needed transforming. And by the way, former President Obama came out very recently and says precisely that he wasn't very happy that the United States of America hadn't been transformed, and it should be transformed because there were so many inequities in our society, and we weren't necessarily this wonderful nation that Donald Trump said we are. You know, Donald Trump was all about, he was a nationalist. He was all about America first. Barack Obama wasn't. In fact, ironically, Glenn Beck came out recently, he had apologized for calling President Obama a racist, and he's rescinded that apology. He says, in fact, he is a racist. You know, he's in support of critical race theory, which on its face is absolutely anti-white and racist. And he went one step further, Glenn Beck did, and he said that, you know, the fundamental transformation of America means, in effect, you don't like America. And Biden is carrying on with the same premise. Now, the way you can bring down capitalism or the middle class, which, by the way, is a direct result of the capitalist system, is to make money worthless. So what you do is you have a thing called hyperinflation, and that brings the whole structure down. There's a complete financial transformation, all types of wealth, retirement plans, and what one worked his lifetime for is no longer has any value because, you know, money is valueless. And that's the net result of hyperinflation. And it does the trick of fundamentally transforming America from a capitalist society into who knows what, Marxist for sure, and not in the best of ways. And also, it wipes out the middle class, otherwise known as the bourgeoisie, the bourgeois class, you know, the shopkeepers, small businessmen, new entrepreneurs, who, by the way, are not very well respected by Wall Street and the techs and the oligarchs and the elitists. You know, those super rich could care less about the middle class. In fact, they hold them in disdain. They don't like their value system. So it's a rather strange mix. Inflation does not affect those who are super or mega rich. Money gets inflated, so what? Doesn't matter to them. It's all relative. But it really does a number on the middle class, essentially wipes it out. Of course, government loves it because if you inflate money, then government doesn't have to pay back its massive debt in real terms because it inflates. You know, if we have which we are, we're approaching a $30 trillion negative debt, national debt. Well, if you inflate money, you're not paying back trillions. You're paying back less than trillions because the trillions don't have any value anymore. Money doesn't have any value. So government loves it. They pay back in cheap money. And they actually generate more money because everything is inflated, which gives them an opportunity to take more money from people, since people are on paper making more money, although they can buy less. So your standard of living goes in the opposite direction, even though your wages, good jobs, good wages goes up. But the net bottom result is a loaf of bread costs too much. Electricity and gas cost too much. The cost of living costs too much, and your quality of life goes in the opposite direction, which is negative. The standard of living goes in the wrong place. And the beneficiaries of all of this are government, one, and the elites, two, and you can forget about everybody else. Oh, and the underclass. The underclass got it made because they've been taken care of. They get paid off by the elites, take the money from the middle class to pay for the social programs of the underclass, to keep the underclass from storming the Bastille, where they are behind their, they're behind their gated communities with their security guards against the folks with the pitchforks that may want to come and overthrow the situation. And they pay them off, or they pay for their protection and security and all with the transfer of wealth that comes from the middle class. I mean, you think they're going to go into their pockets to pay for the freight? Of course not. And since they control the levers, they're the ones, in the state of Georgia alone, Zuckerberg from Facebook ponied up $51 million that he donated for the elections. And you can bet your life he wasn't pushing for Donald Trump or the Republicans. And this is what happens. And why is that? Because they want control. And you control by wiping out your competition. The competition there, don't forget, Zuckerberg was once middle class. The danger of those who replace the elites come from the middle class, who move up, the upwardly mobile. It's called the American dream. That's what it's all about. Anybody that has, it's based on merit, by the way. The smartest, the brightest, the hardest working get to eat the plum. But what they do is they turn around, they sell this concept, this idea, this mindset. Oh, no, everybody's equal. So it's communistic. You get paid according to your needs, and you work according to your skills. So if you're a bricklayer, you get as much money as a nuclear physicist if you have a larger family than he does, so you have greater needs than he does, so you get paid the same according to your needs, not according to your merit or what your value system is. You get paid according to, that's the concept. That's the Marxist concept. It's never worked. Anyway, every place it's been to, it's imploded. Venezuelans are trying to get into this country left and right. Why? Because socialism didn't work. Where did all the Cubans come from? They left Castro's Cuba because, you know why? Because socialism didn't work. And everybody fled the Soviet Union, came to the United States. You know why? Because socialism doesn't work. The Chinese know socialism doesn't work. They got rid of it. They went to communism. Their economic system is more capitalistic. I'm sorry, I should have said capitalistic. It's more capitalistic than ours is. That's the geniuses we have running the whole show, by the way. So we have President Biden with his Build Back Better plan, which is anything but better, and it's got nothing to do with building. What it will do in effect, it's already happened. We're already at 5% inflation rate, which is the highest it's been in quite a long time. Go to the grocery store. Have you been there lately? Take a look at your gas prices, which is going to translate into higher cost of goods because you can't move stuff around unless you drive it, fly it, train it, or whatever. And all of that requires energy, which has now gone up. In fact, the Keystone Pipeline packed it in. That's a negative effect on your and my standard. Believe me, that's going to happen. So you have this group of individuals who are intent upon the fundamental transformation of America from what? From a capitalistic, merit-based society that rewards hard work. And if you work hard and you're diligent at it and you have talent and you exploit that talent, you can have a nice house and a great living. They don't like that. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no. They want you to be like a ladybug or a drone or a lemon, all identical of one another, like geese, all following the king of the flock. Individuality, oh no, can't have that. Can't have better, better, best. Oh no, that's terrible. By the way, it's racist. None of it is true. Egalitarianism is a very, very bad thing. Inflation, transformation of America, fundamental transformation of America. When you hear that phrase, run for the hills, resist at all costs. You might as well give up your soul to Lucifer.